She only took a bath at home, but the next moment she accidentally traveled to a parallel world. Her beloved husband and children suddenly disappeared from her sight. Megan thought that her family was playing hide and seek with her, so she happily searched all over the house, but there was still no sign of her husband and children, which made her feel even more strange. The alarm clock suddenly stopped at 7:05. Megan was puzzled by all this. At that moment, several white lights appeared in front of her eyes. The furniture and appliances instantly disappeared. Only the alarm clock was left floating in the air. Megan thought that she was having a nightmare. The strong headache caused her to pass out. When she opened her eyes again, she found herself in a hospital bed. The nurse asked her how she was feeling. Megan was anxious to know what had happened. The nurse reported to the desk that the patient in room 610 was awake. Soon a doctor arrived and examined Megan with a flashlight. Megan's parents arrived at the hospital shortly after. It was a miracle that their daughter had woken up at all.
Where's Thomas?
Who's Thomas?
My husband.
Her father said that she wasn't married.
My kids, where are they?
Isabel and Dylan. Where are they?
You are not married and you don't have any children.
Megan couldn't handle it. She used to have an enviable family. The nurses rushed over to comfort her as she became emotional. The doctor told her parents that Megan's condition was probably the aftermath of a coma. She mistook her dreams for reality. The mother told Megan that she was in a traffic accident 2 months ago and has been in coma since she was taken to the hospital. The doctors didn't even think that she would wake up. The next day, Megan's parents discharged her from the hospital because she had been in bed for so long. Megan's muscles were a little stiff. The doctor told her to exercise and she would recover. On the way home, Megan realized that she was back 10 years ago. The layout of her house was exactly the same as it was 10 years ago. She couldn't wait to turn on her computer. The password was the same as she remembered. Megan searched for information about Thomas, but she didn't get the results she was looking for. That day, her bestie came to visit her. Megan told her everything that had happened. It was all so real. Her bestie didn't think she was crazy. She chose to believe her. They followed Megan's memories to her house after 10 years, but it was still under construction. Megan hadn't seen her husband or children.
He's not here. His name is Thomas. He's 4 years to the day older than me. He loves photography and he's built up this amazing business with it, and he loves me and our children, Isabel and Dylan, and they get along and they have the most creative minds. This is not just a dream.
Her bestie hugged and comforted her. The parents wanted Megan to see a psychiatrist, hoping she would be able to recognize the reality of the world. In order not to worry her parents, Megan agreed to see a psychiatrist. After 2 weeks of therapy, Megan gradually began to adapt to life in this time and place. In this life, she didn't get married and she didn't have any children. She had nothing to do with the good things that had happened to her. The doctor advised her to get a new job and turn her attention to the other things. Since she couldn't return to her old life, Megan finally chose to accept reality. She found a job as a photographer's assistant, but God played a joke on her. Her boss was none other than Thomas.
Thomas.
It's you.